know we live in a time where men and women literally hate each other, but nobody talks about how good if
I love that video, and I hope we keep up this trend of talking about when we had a good man in our life. Even though I took a lot of smack on my account about men, specifically black men, I definitely did manifest some good men in my life through the years. So in 2020, I manifested a king. And the funny thing about it is I cannot stand Virgo men. It's the only sign I do not date. I'm a Leo and I feel like they are a horrible match for me. I even lost my virginity to a Virgo, and I just think that they're just not a match for me. But there was a guy that we were following each other on Instagram for 6 long years, but he never tried to holler at me. We always talked about consciousness, wokeness, and that was it. But during the pandemic, I guess he was bored and he slid in my DM and we got to talking and he said, "Hey, I'm not in New York right now, but when I come back, can I take you on a date?" And I said, "Yeah, even though you're a Virgo, I'll go out with you." And he was like, "For real? Really?" And we clicked. We ended up clicking. And I will say this, as soon as this man came into my life, he started organizing certain parts of my life that I didn't even realize I needed to be organized. And I started organizing certain parts in his life that he needed help in as well. The thing that stood out to me the most in this relationship was that he made me a priority. He made space for me. Do you know what it's like for a man to make space for you in his life? Even though he did many great things throughout our relationship, like if I was on vacation, he's sending me money every day while I'm away. If I'm out with my girls, he will text me and say, "Hey, how much is your bill? I'm sending you the amount of your bill. I'll come pick you up after dinner to make sure you get home safely, or I'll send you an Uber." He was very protective. He's a professional fighter. He taught me certain moves and how to protect myself if I ever get into an altercation in the street. You know, he always was teaching me things. When a man is teaching you things, he loves you. I remember one time he gave me a pocket knife and I was like, "Oh my God, I love this. Never had a man give me a weapon before." And I had a friend who was dating a drug dealer and she started laughing. I said to her, "Wait a minute. Don't that drug dealer boyfriend of yours keep stashes at your house? Has he ever given you a weapon? Has he ever taught you how to fight? Has he ever even taught you how to shoot?" And she got quiet. And I say, "Yeah, because my man actually loves me and he's teaching me how to protect myself. But your man doesn't even care if his ops will take your head off." Another thing that stood out to me about this man is after we broke up, and we broke up because he's Muslim, I'm spiritual, and it was a major clash between our beliefs, and I am not willing to convert back into religion. But I got into this incident maybe 6 months after we broke up, where the relative in my home who has severe mental illness had a manic episode and tried to attack me physically. And I called him immediately and he said, "Do you need me to disarm him?" And I said, "No, I don't want you to do that because the law will probably protect him faster." He said, "Okay, pack a bag. You're going to stay in a hotel for 2 days." And I said, "I can't afford it. I'm about to go to New Orleans for a couple of days and I need my money for that." He said, "Don't worry about it. Pack a bag. You're staying in a hotel for 2 days." He paid for me to stay in a hotel for 2 days, got me some food, walked me in that hotel room, didn't try to smash nothing, gave me a kiss on my forehead and said goodbye. That stood out to me because a lot of men wouldn't do that, even after they broke up with a woman. And I remember telling a male friend, and that male friend said, "Shit, I would be smashing. I wouldn't have gave you no money. I wouldn't have protected you as long as I was hitting that. I would do that for you." And that just really blew my mind. That's how a lot of men think. When a man is providing for you, teaching you things, and protecting you, that's a lot. Cherish that. And we're still very good friends to this day. And let me tell you something, he set the fucking bar up there. All right, between my ex best friend and my ex, he set the bar. When you have a divine king, you will never want to settle again. You cannot go backwards. You will wait until you are wrinkly and gray for another divine king before you settle for these dusties and crusties out there trying to give you nothing. Wait, sis, wait. There are divine masculines out there waiting to love you.